Hello LEGO friends, Matt from Bricks coming back with a quick build video today. And I'm going to do something inspired by another LEGO YouTuber. This idea originally came to me from Oli Bricks or OLI Bricks on YouTube. So I do want to thank him for the origin of this idea. And I took his thoughts on this and kind of expanded that out just a little bit. But I'm very excited to present this to you as well, and I hope it inspires some building and even more creativity from what I do here. But what we're going to take a look at today is the following. And that's going to be some custom Lego trees. And I will note that this is not my forte. Tree building is something I do have to improve on quite a bit. But these are relatively simple builds, but I think kind of fun. And can decorate your Lego city in a fun way. So let me go ahead and pop these guys right in here. So what we've got here is a cherry blossom kind of tree and a birch tree. So I'm actually going to be using these in upcoming sections of my Lego city that I'm rebuilding here. I will note the cherry blossom tree is actually going to be showing up first probably, and then the birch will come later. But these are fantastic small tree builds that I think you can use in smaller spaces where you can't mock out huge trees. So let me kind of show you the parts that you need for this build and how simple it really is. Alrighty, I've got the parts laid out here. Now, this is not every single part right now that I'm going to use to build a new one in front of you per se. I'll use one of my existing ones to demo that, but I want to show you a listing of the parts basically that I used for these so you have an idea. So most of the parts you'll have in common between the two, and I'll differentiate which ones go to which here as necessary. So I want to start with the base. I do use one of these 2x2 rounded plates with the Technic pinhole in the middle. In this case, one in brown and one in green to kind of represent kind of a ground. And a green ground there, depending on what you're building. In this case, that's how I did it for mine. Here we go, because of how it's going to be sitting in my city. And then this little rod here can actually sit inside these two plates to create a stable base for a bunch of these 1x1 round brick pieces to go on to that. And as you can see here with my existing blossom tree, I've got quite a few that are going up here. So if you look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the 8th one I believe here. I just happen to use it this way. You don't have to do it this way. I use one of these cone-shaped ones just because I like how it looked, how it came out, kind of rounding it off a little bit. But that's kind of how it works. Simple as that. You can put multiple rods inside to create more stability. I just did it with one, which I think goes up maybe about halfway. And it's still pretty stable, honestly. It works. Next, with how I built this, you'll need two of these four-sided, or actually technically five-sided, set in the side pieces. I think they're also called Travis bricks. Very useful for what we're going to do here. A bunch of these plant pieces. And in this case, I believe these are the Friends flower pieces, but they make excellent parts to represent cherry blossoms. For the birch section, instead of using the brown parts, I've used a bunch of these white 1x1 round pieces to create some of the black texture here that you see. And this is actually represented well with the bookshop modular tree as well. You can see kind of the black spattered throughout there. And I'll put a picture of both these styles of trees up in the video to show you what they look like. I'm actually using this 1x1 round plate that has the hole in the middle because that will allow the middle rod to go up through the middle of it, the middle bar there. And then instead of the flower piece, just using regular leaf pieces or flower pieces like this. Yeah, I happen to have the lighter lime green color for this. You can use a dark one if you want. That's completely up to you, but I think it works well. So let me go ahead and show you really quick how a basic build works. Okay, so that's the base of the tree. Kind of like your mounting point. And then just pop a bunch of the 1x1 round guys on there. And, in this case, top it off with that piece, the cone. And then the Travis brick here. as the top part where you actually mount the stems or the branches and the flowers. Let me show you how that works. Using my existing tree as an example here, because I don't have a lot of these parts, you'll see that each of the 2 Travis bricks I have just mounted on each other has a stem piece or a plant piece connected in each of the 4 sections around the side, and in the case of the top one also from the top. And then I've got the flower pieces mounted into the ends, as you would expect. And then, and this is kind of the fun part, you kind of get them all together and kind of just rotate them a bit here to make it look a little bit more full. Now, yeah, it's not a perfect fill. There's a couple parts like this that can look a little bit better. I'll work on that a little bit more. But you can see here, it fills out a little bit, and it really gives just a nice basic representation of a cherry blossom tree. I think it works. And when it's going to be in situ, you know, from a minifig perspective, looking like this, you know, it works well, I think. So, a quick build, kind of fun. The birch tree, very straightforward as well. Just line up a few of those black plates between some of the white bricks here. And then same idea, mount the flower pieces on. I did include a couple of white 1x1 plate round pieces, just to break that up a little bit too up the top for the black versus white. But it works well. Very happy with both of these. So I just want to do a quick build video to kind of show something I'm going to have in my own city, and I thought it'd be fun to share that and hope it inspires other folks to maybe create these or build something even better. That's what I'm going for, right? So as always, I want to thank my subscribers in particular and everybody in general for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment below if you have any thoughts. And until next time, see you later.